New Polish Horizons.
Hello, everyone. We are Tomasz and Karol, fans of Polish technology, especially space technology. And today we're going very deeply into space technology indeed. Karol, would you tell us what is our main topic today? CloudFerro, what is it?
CloudFerro is a leader of European scale because it's a provider of sovereign cloud computing services, specialized for downstream sector in the space, requiring massive data processing. So this is a core business of the CloudFerro. So today we will introduce this company.
And I think it's interesting to explain why they use the word sovereign next to the word space and cloud. So sovereign means that it's important for countries, governments, or state institutions, not just for the private sector. It means that this is the kind of cloud where the military or the governments which would be needed by the governments or military. All right. Karol, where is CloudFerro from?
CloudFerro was created in Poland. So this is a full Polish company, and we are the part of the European space industry. So CloudFerro is absolutely in Europe space market.
Amazing. And you mentioned the word downstream and data. So what does that mean in the context of space?
We have to explain how we create processing of data in space. Is a similar like in IT. We have input, output, and processing of data. It is the similar in the space, of course. We have input. Right now is a lot of sensors, satellites in the space, and these sensors processing the data. And we have downstream companies who will down the data from the space and collect it in massive scale, because we have a lot of sensors and satellites. So yes, this is a challenge in this industry. The massive data.
Again, so massive amounts of data, because space is not just about observing; it's also observing and saving what we observed. All right. And so, does it mean that CloudFerro has or doesn't have its own satellites?
No, CloudFerro just only specialize on the collecting the data, and yeah.
So yes, so other institutions or companies who have the satellites will use CloudFerro to store the data safely away from Americans, generally speaking, and away from the Russians. All right. And they have some amazing infrastructure. What is cool or amazing about CloudFerro's infrastructure?
Okay, so as I mentioned, we have 1,000 of satellites continuously send huge volumes of data to Earth. So the challenge is the scale. So we need a big infrastructure to collect this data, and this is we have to say that is a product of CloudFerro. This is infrastructure is this core product, I think, in my opinion. So we have exabytes of data right now. CloudFerro said that they could support exabyte of the data,
which is 1 million terabytes, by the way. So and some of the biggest constellations of satellites who send data to CloudFerro is Copernicus satellite constellation, which is
it's amazing data. Yes, amazing data. 30 terabytes of data daily.
And Copernicus is European Union's satellite system for observing Earth for all purposes. And this European project has CloudFerro as its main storage data provider, or data storage provider. I can also say that European Union really cares to have data storage within European Union, and Poland is more than a reliable partner here because the European Union member, and we are now the frontal state when it comes to east flank of the NATO. So it's an amazing situation that a Polish company could be so critical in the European Union infrastructure.
Yes, the word safety is more important right now in this geopolitical situation right now. Yes, so CloudFerro is right now this company that have to improve this safety
or security.
This security of the data.
And to my understanding, CloudFerro also has a structure in terms of software, which is either semi or fully open source based, which means that it cannot be easily blocked in by one vendor. There are these jokes that Americans can switch off F-16 jets in other countries, which is not exactly true, but we understand the joke. And in this case, if Poland operates an open source in an open source way, then it means there is no vendor who can lock out any component of that data storage.
Yes. This is some kind of USP of the CloudFerro is open source architecture. Yes. So you mentioned that this provides independence and avoids a vendor lock-in. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
So totally we can join this topic with safety. Yes. Safety, cyber security is one of topic, and of course we have architecture that is next part of this security.
And we already mentioned it, but I still want to come back to it, that this is Polish IP, this is Polish knowledge, Polish expertise. There are 200 Polish engineers at CloudFerro. It's a 200 people strong company, and all of the things they do are based on the knowledge of those people. So it is all, on one hand, we can say Polish based, but at the same time, from the European perspective, it is EU based. It is all, so to speak, human capital, know-how, which is European, not related to Americans.
You say right now the third part of the security, the knowledge, the know-how that we have in Europe right now. We have in Poland right now about this this processing of this kind of data. Yes.
Yeah. All right, Karol, do you know anything about the business model of CloudFerro? How do they make money?
As we said on the beginning, the product is infrastructure. Yes, the collecting a massive data. This repository is a core of business. So the world's largest satellite data repository. We in CloudFerro have a lot of clients, big clients that collect data in their infrastructure.
How they make money?
Yes, they have a predictable revenue through long-term subscription. So for the investor, it's very important.
The projections say that the company will make 50 million euros this year, which on its own is not an amazing number. But what is cool is that the expected growth rate is 20 or 40% yearly in the upcoming years, which means that the company
they still grow.
Which means that the company is growing fast and is in high demand, especially in the context of Ukraine war and Russian aggression, because there are more and more countries or militaries who want to use super secure data storage within European Union, and CloudFerro is the #1 provider now.
I think we have to mention right now that is still a business of dual use. Yes, this is a modern world, dual use, but it's not depend on the war or something like that. They have to collect and sell their product in the natural business, right?
So commercial and military, dual use, meaning that what they do is usable by military and commercial, which is like two legs of financing. When it comes to possible risks for the future of this company, then my guess is that the only risks are things like whether after the Ukrainian war, will military investment continue? So will the military leg of making money for CloudFerro be as stable as it is? Another risk is how much can they use or not use AI? How is CloudFerro future connected or not connected to growth of AI?
Right now, we have AI explosion. So for this type of company, where they have to processing the data right now, this is some kind of harvest. So
Too much data.
AI, yes, AI is becoming a key tool for satellite data analysis.
So
Yes.
the more AI, the more data, and the more work for CloudFerro.
Yes,
All right.
this is information for the investor right now. Yes, because we have a long-term, I think, AI hype right now on the market.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right. And I know that one of the places CloudFerro is expanding to is central Poland in the city of Łódź. And they are investing 150 million euros in a new facility for data storage with 2.4 megawatts of power and capacity needed for 300 server racks. So that seems like amazing increase in their capacity for an already successful business. And they are getting ready to accommodate the growth that is ahead of them. That's beautiful.
So the cloud regions in Warsaw, right now we have in Warsaw, in Frankfurt, in Germany, and right now in Łódź. And we can mention right now again that is a safety opportunity right now, because we have the data in the other location. So this is
In locations in Europe.
For security.
All right. All right. Are there any risks for this company? There are possibly some risk for CloudFerro. And the main risk is that a lot of what they do is dependent on the European Union and European Space Agency. So if the policy of those institutions change, then the money flow for CloudFerro might change as well. For now, they are the great beneficiary of that trend because the European Union is now hungry for data storage, which is independent from Americans. And let's hope that that will remain so for the benefit of CloudFerro.
Okay, so Tomasz, what do you think? CloudFerro is a stock market company.
They are a joint stock company, meaning they have a legal form which allows them to be on the stock market. But let's double check. Okay, despite this legal format, they are not yet listed on the stock market, and we do not know if they ever will be. So for now, they are not an investment opportunity for Joe Schmo. Let's hope they will have a plan to have an IPO soon. We would love to invest.
I will the first investor, I think, because right now, after this analysis of this company, I really believe for this product. Yes. If we understand that the space sector is still increasing, so this type of company will be increased.
Yes. And I would want to wait for the day when Polish space companies might be included in some ETF for space stocks. That would be amazing.
Maybe of the end of this episode, I will mention about this what Maciej Krzyżanowski, CEO of and co-founder of CloudFerro, said that in the past, space was about rockets and lunar landings, yes? And today, the primary final product of the space industry is the data. So this is a very important why this type of company is important right now. This is a core of the space right now, not of the core of this company. This is a core of the space.
Well summarized. Well summarized. Data is the new thing. What comes from space, the main thing that comes from space, and that's why a cloud company can be in the loop of this of space industry. All right. All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
Hey.
Like and subscribe. More videos are coming.